everyone, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Neuro-Sama is a VTuber created by Vito. She is running a homegrown AI. It is more like a local AI instead of like a big database AI or something else like that. It isn't generative AI in any way because this was someone actually making a model, someone actually getting the model rigged, and then the model is moving based on the rigging done by humans. And the main AI part of it is, you know, the bit of the movements to the back and forth, you know, getting it at least animated a little bit, and the creation of the voice, and the voice, you know, what it's saying, what it's doing, that type of AI is what's being used, and that is all local to Vito's computer. So it only runs when Vito wants it to, and it only runs when Vito's actually there. A little bit of a background needed, because we're talking about the leaflet thing again. The budget VTuber system update, the things that they're able to do. So yeah, you can do motions, and you know, things that you can able to do there. The issue is, I believe this is mainly generative AI, because it's taking like a PNG and making movements out of just a static object. Being anti-AI is fine, but why would anyone up-and-coming VTuber want to use an artist if all they do is rage and attack everyone who says AI is fine, or that they like this problem? If using AI as a VTuber is wrong, then what about Neuro-Sama and AI VTuber? You never seen rage over that. That's right. That's why I had a bit of an explanation as to why the issue with Neuro is not an issue at all, because everything previously beyond getting the voice created and getting the voice doing what the voice is doing, and you know, the little bit of movements here and there are all human based. They're all based on human rigging. They're all based on human art. They're all based on those type of things. That's the main thing. And the only thing, like for example, like what I mean by that is the live 2D rigging was done by a human being. It was actually rigged by somebody. That's where people find a big difference. Neuro is different and creative. You are just jealous that you and all the AI companies are getting mocked by a single British turtle and its two AI daughters. Some people say it's a self-own, gets mad at AI if somehow celebrates AI used by others in the same breath, while being on a platform controlled by AI, the same token by typing X as well. Online X freaks never learn. And it says, gee, it's almost like people dislike AI being shoved into a platform they've been on for years prior to AI. Yet it's okay for them to make an AI thing and use it, yet no one else can. Some people are thinking it's a hypocrite. So some people are pulling, the issue that I'm having here is that people are pulling Neuro into a battle that really she doesn't need to be a part of. Like, Vito doesn't need to be a part of this battle at all. The Swarm are just doing their own thing, separate from everybody else. It'd be envy, not jealousy. That would be wanting what someone else has, not fearing that you will lose something to them. If you're going to be incorrect about something, you can at least be correct in the right words. Continue here. We have Leaflet and others responding to this. Vito's not a wizard. Data is a prerequisite. No amount of engineering decreases the necessity for a model based on writing. What better data is there than highly polished novels? Why would you think authors are upset? You conveniently forget that since they don't make the pretty pictures, no matter his methods, he would have to provide the data set to show it wasn't trained on copyrighted material, or he'd have to show the genie stuffed in the bottle, per your highly scientific opinion. Either Vito hates the environment because he won't share his genie, or he should find something else to tweet about. And we're going to Leaflet's actual tweet response. Says, jealous, I love Neuro and I wish for the continued success. I'm just pointing out that all you have are inconsistent logic, which you proved just now. Even if you can't see it, everyone outside the bubble can. Neuro's different and creative. Continuing to people responding this. We have consistent logic that you refuse to accept and you're wrong. Both of your AI projects are built on stolen artwork. Neuro-Sama is not. Not a single person you claim is Luddite actually hates or fears the technology itself. They hate the method that the companies like OpenAI used to improve the technology, which was a mass copyright infringement. They even admitted to it in court. Like some companies have admitted to it in court that they used, that they either torrented or used copyrighted material in some way in order to train their AI, which is mass copyright infringement. To see when presented with this information, you have repeatedly lied about and twisted your opponent's arguments to suit your false narrative. None of you pro AI folks respect any of the artists you stole from at this point, that you literally created a slur for people that are against AI. I've said it before and I'll say it again. They like Neuro and evil because AI part of them is the one thing that they don't have and thus don't care about, a personality. So some people are really attacking here. Neuro is still AI though. How can anti-AI people justify that honestly? They can't, it's my point. Quite a dilemma for them. I mean, the one like justification I can give for people that can be still anti-AI and have the Neuro thing is that Neuro, for my knowledge, even as AI, was not trained on any copyrighted work. It was just kind of a learning AI. If you've heard about those before, it was like a machine learning thing where it would go through iteration after iteration after iteration after iteration and learn either how Vito acts or, you know, that type of thing. It would just slowly learn how humans act by interacting with which means that every single time it interacts with another VTuber, etc., it'll learn certain nuances and learn it that way. Machine learning is a bit different than just getting copyright material and just copying that directly. That is the difference. That is because I guess in the differences is that there's consent with the AI with Neuro AI, and there isn't consent with from my knowledge, there isn't consent with the AI that most people hate. Leaf Buddy, why are you picking on 70 IQ? Need to become I need the common man and our tribe to see what the opposition looks like when they take off their mask. And I think that's the main thing that people don't understand. There's a bit of difference between Neuro and all the AI that a lot of people hate. The Quango thinks AI needs big companies to survive when Vito is a perfect example of not needing it, and the many different AI-based software on places that are Hugging Face and GitHub LMAO. Love these twins. Should watch them some more. And then there you have one to talk about generative AI. And don't you know, people who can afford super expensive dedicated AI rigs should have access to AI, but only people that have that. Subsidized online cloud computing for the common person where they can have AI on their phones is terrible and awful. If those companies are giving capability to the common man, it's not that. It's twisting. It's twisting the argument. A lot of people that have the argument of not liking AI, from my knowledge, you guys let me know if it's something different, because sometimes I can misunderstand things, is that it is the large companies are training on other people's work. When it comes to Vito and his AI, as far as I know, it wasn't trained on people's copyrighted work. It wasn't trained without consent. It was trained on, because he started it as an OSU or an OS AI, learning how to do that. Then it learned how to play Minecraft, and then he added the personality side of it, where it was, talking to him and kind of asking questions and probing and things like that and learning that way. And that's different from the large Claude AIs and Chat GPTs and things like that, and Facebook and Microsoft AIs that have been, and also Google, that have been accepted to have, each have accepted that they've used copyrighted works, in some cases torrenting, illegally using, even illegally getting the copyrighted works and not paying the artist at all, in order to train everything. And that's a bit of a difference there. People says the problem with anti-AI crowds, they don't know their mind, to mind their own business, is we're not rating artists' posts, telling them to stop drawing and use AI instead. Stay in our lane, building, creating, should do the same thing. The reason AI bros are getting louder is simple. We're effing tired of the constant lectures and smug virtue signaling. We're done letting them dictate what we're allowed to create. That's the thing with me. I could dislike the big like ChatGPT AIs, but I'm not telling people not to use it. I'm not telling people that they're horrible individuals for using it. I just stay in my lane for the most part. It says, yeah, generate an AI slot model instead of getting real artist rigor. Yeah, dude, Neuro-Sama being made to draw a rig by a real person is kind of the whole point of the argument. Leaflet is closet to be the Quavo Pop of VTubing. Closest, I guess, to be the Quavo Pop of VTubing. That's another person who used AI for everything. Then she is the next Beetle. Closer to, I guess it is closer. Then use to be a Beetle with Jank AI model generator. And there we go here. It says, so hold on, you're telling me an artist can create a thing that helps with AI VTubing, but VTuber cannot create a thing that helps with AI art. It's equating two things differently for the reasons that I explained before. One of the many types of people Mark Twain is referring to, Leaf, that there's no convincing the stubborn. So yeah, it's just, you guys let me know what you think. I already made this go for way too long. Apologize for that. But you guys let me know what you think down below. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. the situation has been brought back into the limelight as we're talking about Demenishki, who is a VTuber. She decided before that she didn't like any NSFW art made of her, whether AI or not. She didn't like any NSFW art made of her. What she meant by that mainly is like the nude art, that type of thing, like that. She should have said nude art originally, but that caused a whole kerfuffle, a whole misunderstanding, a whole big thing. And then people went back into some streams that she did, making it seem like she had been alleged, I mean, at least alleging that she had been going and getting railed on stream. That was something that did happen there. We're going to go through here. Take a look here. Why didn't you make a video addressing the allegations of you having S on stream? Because I didn't think people believed it and I didn't take it seriously. I'm sorry, but if you believe that, it's because you want to believe it. I generally don't think there's anything to say. She continues on here, says, I'm disabled as F. Literally, physically can't do what they're imagining. I have a connective tissue disorder. My skin would easily rip and have bruising. Also, I'm demisexual and out of a relationship. I'm practically ace. The deviant, they may imagine me as is literally fictional. It says, no, guys, her grandma called her lesbian. She's safe, guys. For real, those are people are crazy. Some people really have nothing to do all day. People love their narratives because their life is so boring. They have to imagine other people having crazy lives or some mess. I'm going to level with you. We've had VTubers get effed on stream quite a few times. Most of the Japanese, but still, it's not that hard to believe. And it's very concerning that you didn't think we took it seriously. There's very much a precedent for it. The internet is a peculiar place. They simply want their wild fantasies of an anime girl getting banged behind the scenes to be true. Chibi is a PDF loving army, and they're just sick individuals. So people are attacking Chibi again. Personally, I would have owned it and played it for laughs. Yeah, I got railed on playing Outer Wilds for hours. What did you do this weekend? But that's just me. I'm naturally chaotic when I feel like it. So yeah, people are finding that it's just weird that people still care about this. I think it's strange because, I mean, whether it happened or not, the point is, it was really no one else's business at that point. I mean, yeah, you could technically be breaking TOS, but as long as, you know, things that weren't TOS breaking were actually shown, it's a whatever. I honestly, truly, the reason also why I think it's a whatever is that I honestly don't think it happened. I truly think it was a stimming behavior. I'm autistic myself. I do stimming behaviors too. The issue is I don't do those the way that she does because I have a 3D model, and I know any movement, like right now, the movement of my head is easily and quickly translated into the 3D model. The stimming behaviors, you can kind of do them a little bit more with when you are, let's say, doing using a Live 2D or something like that doesn't move too much, or a PNG or something like that. You can do stimming behaviors a little bit more. So that is something that you will not have like the movement or any back and forth or anything like that, like what I'm doing here. That's why I choose, like, when I do stimming behaviors, I choose, you know, like either moving my knees up and down or something like that, and things that will not translate into my 3D model. I think that was the issue that she had when she did some stimming behavior, which is a behavior you do when you're either ADHD, autistic, etc. You'll do that. You can look it up. It is a behavior that a lot of people do. A lot of people that are autistic do. A lot of people that are ADHD do. A lot of people, even people that aren't ADHD, you can still do that if maybe you have a anxiety disorder or something like that, like something anxiety. It can be used to kind of calm the anxiety a little bit, things like that. There are many, many, many reasons why someone would be stimming, but me as an autistic person, I definitely understand the whole stimming aspect. So that's the way I took it. I did talk about the situation before, but that's mainly the way I took it. I do agree with that people are just desperate to continue a drama that was, you know, already pretty much ended at that point, and they are just going to continue it as much as they can. On the internet, make up fanfic about you and they get mad when you don't think they actually believe it. People are more addicted to spreading lies and drama than keeping it civil and clean. Unfortunately, the quickest way to fame, devaluing another human being by making up lies, is how most people get recognized nowadays. It is a thing that happens. That's why I'm trying to clear it up and give you my take that I think it's a stimming behavior, and it was a bad thing that happened because of the fact that in 3D, whether it be Vroid or Warudo or whatever, it does translate a lot. Any small movements can translate a lot easier than, let's say, a Live 2D. They are going to AnimeNYC as we're talking about Hololive Productions, which is the agency that controls Hololive, JP, EN, ID, Device, Holostars, JP, and EN. The reason why I'm talking about both of those right now is because AnimeNYC is coming up in August 20th to 23rd. It is also going to have all of these wonderful people here. Get ready for AnimeNYC. Lottery applications for Petite Greetings at Hololive Productions booth will be opening on July 15th. Save the date and don't miss out on signups. You're going to have the girls here, Ina, Cici, and the girls from Device, Riona, and Nico from Floglo. And we have the girls here from Hololive, EN, and ID. You have Kureji Ali, you have Iofi, Ruara Pantera, Crony, the Fuomoko twins, as well as Axel, Octavio, Haka, Banzuin Haka, and you also have Machina X Fleon. They're all going to be there, and they're all going to be a part of the Hololive meet that they do every single year for the different ones there. People are very excited about this. You can see here before. I'm really curious about how Petite Greetings will play out. Put all my gotcha luck into these drawings. I don't care if I'll never get MLB in Unit 1. I want in the game. I want to see someone. A chance to meet my Kamiyoshi. This is the thing. They have to do the lottery because they're very, very popular. Even the guys here, the Holostars guys, are very popular. And just, it's in order for it to be 100% fair, it's been done in Japan for years, the lotteries when it comes to these things. So they're doing it more for anything now in AnimeNYC. You're basically applying for an opportunity to see any one of these. So that is great for them to pop up and do this. And it's also great for the fans to have a little bit more fairness in being able to go and see your Oshi. It has happened to Irys this time as we go to Irys, a female English V singer that was a part of Project Hope. Later, Council under Councilress, and then Promise, which ended up being the final bit that she's a part of. She's a part of Hololive Promise right now with Bay and Crony. And we're talking about her today because we have this Truck-kun. Irys has a Truck-kun because of Holodori or Hololive Dreams, which is something that's popping up recently when it comes to the whole thing here. You're going to see here. And that's a song that's being put out for her truck. So yeah, that's the song being put out for her truck. More Eurobeat, as it's always Eurobeat for this whole situation here. It's always Eurobeat for her. And we will take a look at the quotes here. My truck is in danger. It's about like a Raura truck that they're going to be doing too, I believe. Like all these things. It's Carbonated Love. That's the song that's being played there. So I'm glad that she has this. And a lot of Hololive girls are getting this recently. So I'm very glad to see it. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple. I want it to be a positive experience, a positive place for VTubing, and a place where we can, help each other out and hopefully bring some good change into the future. And we're going to talk about today Mossy Fox, VTuber affiliate, debut was July 1st. Let's take a look at what they have here. This is their Twitch side, which has their clips, which is one of the things that we're going to be taking a look at soon. We're also going to be taking a look at here. Hobbit, cosplayer, crafter, all around, strange cryptid. Let's take a look at their most recent clip that they have here. Let me get the chat away a little bit so you guys can see it a bit bigger. And let's get that volume up.
Okay.
That was it. All right, let's get another one. Because that one, I don't think you're gonna get a lot of the feelings that you want to see here. Let's see. Okay, we got that. All right, we got that too.
Excuse me.
Well, there you go. There you go. Every human burps, yes. We're going to talk about Mossy Fox here on their YouTube side. They had the debut montage, their model debut as well. I really hope that this helps you out in some way, shape, or form, Mossy. And thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. Really good mixed audience, and they're popular. So, EN, they really fucked up a lot of things, but Japan is doing really well. And is well managed. Japan is well managed. The agency side.
Never mind, you're gonna do it. Okay.
What if you to put the
Oh, there we
camera
go.
directly up to your face
She
and
flopped.
just stare?
Okay, another thing. All right, She just flopped in front of everybody. She pulls out the floppy in front of everybody, and you know, people clap, people applaud, people laugh. I pull out the floppy, and again, I'm seen as a menace. I am seen as an S-harasser. They don't want to see the squirrel's floppy. They don't want to see the squirrel's floppy. They want to see Ari's floppy, not my floppy. That's just what we'll just putting that out there. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.